evening. All right, so I wanted to give my 2 cents on Jane Iredale products. There's some good, there's some bad, and we're gonna get through it. Okay, so first off, if you're looking for swatches, the swatches are at the end of this video. So if you want to fast forward to that, go right ahead. All right, so first off, I bought, let me get to it. Oh, geez. Sorry, this is an impromptu video. So, okay, so I first off bought this set right here. This. So basically you're paying a lot for the bag. This is their sample set, and I got a little confused, okay? I thought samples meant travel, not samples. I know. When I get online, I get confused, I get crazy. So anyways, these are like sample sizes, like samples that you would say should be free. Okay. So basically this whole set, without the 20% off discount, was $38 for samples, but Jane Iredale, they were so nice and so kind. They refunded me my money, no questions asked. So I'm like, I can't complain on them. I can't hate on that. So anyway, this kit of samples came with three of their biggest sellers. So we're going to get to the primer. It's supposed to be a relatively clean ingredient brand, but only the purest brands have the EWG certified label on them. This does not have that. So you buy at your own disclosure. So anyway, so this is their sample sized Smooth Affair Brightening Face Primer. I really don't care what's like in it. I mean, who cares if there's algae for firmness, moisture, stuff for, elasticity. I understand all that. That's cool. That's great. Does it work? That's what I really want to know. Okay, let me just say it's not as good as Smashbox. If you guys are still using those kind of brands that are, full of toxins, that's your choice. They work. Like, I understand Smashbox, their primers are totally amazing, and I used to love their primers, no joke, love their primers, but they're full of toxins, unfortunately, and yeah, I'm not going to use those. So with this Smooth Affair, they tried to make it sound like it's, the same as maybe a Smashbox primer, but it's not. The fragrance in here is, it's intoxicating. It's so, like, the way this stuff smells, I would want to bottle that and smell that like all day. But as far as like blurring and, making your makeup last longer, especially just using the Jane Iredale makeup, I just didn't find it that wow, pal, thank you, ma'am. Like, the most amazing results, like this little picture here. I just found it to be very sensory driven. Like, it smells really good. It feels really luxurious. But I just did not see any benefits or effects that really just stood out to me, unlike other primers that I've used in the past that probably you guys have used too. Like, a primer really has to do, it's like, for me to buy something extra on top of my routine that's probably like $38 extra, it's gotta sing, okay? It's gotta sing. This did not carry any tune, all right? It just smelled good and it felt good. But as far as like that, it was more of a sensory type, satisfaction than an actual like, oh, I see the results satisfaction. So So yeah, comparing it to other primers out there, this may not be the ticket. The Pure Pressed Base, this is their mineral foundation that's in the pressed form. This is in the color Amber, and I did match myself online, and so I did a really good job matching myself. But if you do have a distributor of Jane Iredale near you, I would so recommend going out to going out to a distributor and swatching all of the colors if you could. They have a lot of blushes that can get really kind of like, I wanted like 5 blushes, promise. But the colors online can be really, really like hard to choose from. Thankfully, I chose this one, but I also went out to a distributor to just be sure that this was the exact color that I wanted, and it was. So I was right. But like I said, I chose this before I went to go swatch it in person. So you can trust yourself that you're going to get the right color. But yeah, the foundation. Okay, so I used it with all of the stuff. I used it with the primer. I used it with the third product here. It looked beautiful. It looked great. Held up okay. I mean, it was all right. I also used this by itself with other things besides the other 2 products. Again, it was okay. It was great. I will say that this particular foundation did not give a heavy punch factor to it, meaning it wasn't very like full coverage. It was more like light to medium coverage. So if you're looking for something that's going to cover some areas, like i.e. my little cluster mess right there, this wasn't going to do it. I mean, as many layers as I was like throwing on for this powder, it really did not cover even that. It made it, you know, less noticeable, I will say. But as far as like a full heavy, no, not heavy, but a full coverage, this is not for you. This is not a powder that's going to do that. The one thing that I really liked about this is it did have the non-nano zinc SPF 20, which was fantastic. It looks okay on the skin. I'm not going to say it's like this amazing powder. I don't want to try to sell it to you. I just want to inform you that don't get all googly-eyed about someone who is just singing the praises of a makeup. You know, I mean, it's standard makeup. This is just standard makeup. It was really, really nice, but was it like was it all of that? No. I just want you guys to like realize that when you get this and when you put it on, it's beautiful. But so is another brand. It's going to be just as beautiful as their brand, as another brand. So this isn't anything that's like outstanding, amazing. So, I mean, it's a nice powder. I like its formulation. And that's it. It's just a regular old foundation powder. If you're looking for something that's going to have a lot of coverage, I would keep looking. If you're just looking for something just to all around and it looks good, go ahead, try it out. Try this powder. It's great. It's good powder. Is it something that I'm going to buy again? No. I'm looking for something a lot better, if that makes any sense. That was okay. It was good, but it wasn't $56 worth good. Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like the price, Jane Iredale is proud, real proud of their products. All right, so the last thing that I'm going to talk about from this particular kit is their hydration spray. So this hydration spray, I guess, would probably be approximate to Matte Fix Plus, because Matte Fix Plus is like hydration, because you can use it during, before, and after your whole makeup process, but it's not really a setting spray. This kind of claims that it's more of a hydration slash setting spray. I tried to use it like MAC Fix Plus, like during and after and and before. It did not do MAC Fix Plus results. I have used MAC Fix Plus for a long time and I love MAC Fix Plus. But this guy right here, I was about to call it a heifer. This heifer right here. I don't know if it's because it's in the trial size bottle, but it was a blast of a spray. I'm used to the All Nighter by Urban Decay. I'm used to a fine mist of a spray. This was like a blast to the face, and I did not like that. For one, I felt like it was like the spray itself was too like heavy, and it left like splotches, like it's just not a good spray. So maybe like the actual size bottle might have a finer mist to it, but I definitely did not like that from the trial bottle. And also it was really, really like heavily perfumed and not in a good way. Okay. Like I can usually handle, smells, scents. I can usually like take it, but this one I couldn't take it. Like it was like I needed to get up and walk around and leave the area because it was so heavily fragranced and strong. So strong that I even hated trying like even using it. I didn't even want to use it because it was just kind of stinky, really. It just kind of did not do it for me. I didn't notice anything different using it or not using it with the Jane Iredale makeup itself. So I found this to be just kind of like a waste of money. So maybe they might reformulate, I don't know, but I just didn't find it to be anything better. In actuality, I found it to make the makeup worse. It could have been something in combination that I was using on my, sunscreen or whatever, but it did not look pretty one day that I did use it. All right, getting to the rest of the stuff. I did buy a pure pressed eyeshadow from Jane Iredale. This one, I actually bought it based off a recommendation from another YouTuber. She likes to use this as her highlight. Now, let me tell you, this girl's highlight is banging. It is so amazing. I love her highlight, but honestly, this color Allure looked like crap on me. I don't like it. I don't like it as an eyeshadow either. I recently used it as an eyeshadow and it's not a color for me. It's basically my own skin tone and just a bit darker, and I just really don't like it. I just don't like it. Don't like the color. The other color that I bought was the Clearly Pink. This is their blush. Love this blush. This blush is amazing. This is such good blush. It's like 5 to 10 steps up from drugstore blush. I will say it's probably even better than some blushes that you find at the department store, like high-end blush. So love this blush, love the formula. Again, like I was gonna buy 5 different colors of their blush, but I thankfully got to go and swatch them, most of them, and found out that they're not all great colors, but this one, Clearly Pink, is an amazing color, and I would urge everybody to start here and then branch out from there. Their blushes can be a bit heavy on like the color pigment, so go easy. Go really, really easy on the color pigment. And I love the fact that you can use this over liquids. You don't have to powder your face down in order to use this blush. It's going to be seamless, beautiful. It just blends itself. You just have to be careful about how much you put on. My last product is not here with me. But it is the tinted lip balm that they have. It's more of like a pH level lip balm. It's a cheek and lip stain. I like it, but then again, I'm not really in love with it. I do have it swatched in the videos, in the swatch videos. More of a bright, not fuchsia, but it's a brighter corally pink is what it ends up on me. I love it for a cheek color, but it's still a bit bright for me. So it's a really nice color. I'm not sure if I will order one for my cheeks because I got a lot of blush colors anyway, but it's really nice, and I found that one to be really fun. So anyway, to the swatches, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Than the first one. The last. That is cool. I watched, it's Universal Tokyo, a Jurassic Park ride.